Howdy, Summers. Last week I renovated the bar in Glimmerbrook, and today I want to fix up one of the houses. This is a little project I'm doing where I basically fix the world of Glimmerbrook from Realm of Magic. This is the house that I'm fixing up today. This is the Creekside Corner lot in Glimmerbrook, and truthfully, I don't think that this is a bad house. Really, what I don't like about it is just the window situation is so messy. Like, there are so many windows here. But also, what this house is probably most known for, the stairs in the back that lead to absolutely nowhere. Going inside, it is ridiculously dark in here, and unfortunately that's just the lighting choices. Although I do think Glimmerbrook has kind of a weird lighting situation anyway. But we have this big entrance area that is basically completely empty. We have a very small bedroom, a ridiculously large bathroom, a lot bigger than it needs to be. Kind of a sad living situation as well as dining. And then the kitchen, which I actually don't think is too bad. I just don't really like the tile situation going on in here. And then upstairs we have a landing area that for some reason has like a stone bench in here. We have another bathroom, this kind of small office area, and then two more bedrooms. So layout wise, it's a little weird, but I fix it. And yeah, when I say that I don't actually think this is a bad house, I just mean the shape of it. Like, let's be real. The furnishing job sucks, but the house at least isn't entirely just a box. Going into my renovation, the first thing that I do is get rid of the stairs in the back that don't lead to anywhere. And basically, I delete all of the furnishing in the back because we don't really need any of it. I see no point in keeping it around. I also lowered the foundation because it was so high up. It was like 4 ticks up from the ground, and it didn't need to be that high. So I just I wonder why that was a choice that they made, really. Why was it so high up? I also switched out the positioning of the stairs. They were originally off to the side. I put them towards the front, so that way just kind of a smoother walk routing situation. And I went ahead and just deleted all of the windows, even though I do end up just using Realm of Magic ones anyway. I kind of wanted to configure my own ones and kind of figure out what I wanted to do with that. I do still make some changes to them throughout the build, but I'm going around. I went with this darker swatch that has this kind of naturey pattern on the stained glass. I think it was really pretty, and that's what we end up doing. So there are no rounded, like, circular windows in this house anymore. We had, I think, just the one, actually, at the top originally. It was just really weird. I don't really like those windows. I don't use them very well. But yeah, color scheme wise, a lot of the time when I do builds, whether I am building from scratch or renovating like I did with the bar, I tend to lean towards using like darker colors. But I was kind of digging the lighter vibes of this build, so I kind of lightened up the stone a little bit. It's the same one, just a brighter swatch, I guess. But I used some brown and green accents for the outside. I really like using green roofs with like white houses and the brown. I don't know why. I just think it's a good color combination. But the first thing we're actually doing on the inside is we're gonna switch out the bathroom and that tiny bedroom downstairs because the size of each room doesn't really make sense. I think that it's better for the smaller room to be the bathroom and the larger one to be like a kid's room of some sort. So we start off with that. I used the tile from Realm of Magic and this kind of like green, yellowy kind of swatch that looked really nice, and it paired well with this tile from wherever this is from. I can't remember which pack that tile is from. I want to say Growing Together. I don't know. But I kept the bathroom pretty simple. So we do use a couple of Realm of Magic furnishings in here. It really sucks that we don't have a matching tub with this set. We have the sink, which, for better or worse, is a thing. The toilet and the shower, which do match each other, but no bathtub. So, whatever. Now, I kept the flooring in this build and just switched up the color. I never use this flooring because I don't really like the pattern with it, but I thought I'd give it a chance. And I went ahead and just completely switched out all the wallpaper for I want to say this is a cottage living one. I don't know. It's really nice. I wanted this build to be more of like a naturey kind of vibe. I don't know how well I succeeded at that, but I think it came out really nice. We get a new fireplace, which I was a little worried when I had put that window there originally, and I was working on the living area. And I was like, okay, well, there was a fireplace here originally. Now I don't think I can put one properly, because one of the things that I did, and I kind of messed with this a few times really, is I changed the wall height. I was kind of testing which one I wanted, because it starts off with the bottom one being like a large wall height. I hate tall walls, so I usually build on small wall height, and so I think I end up changing it to that because it just looks nicer. It might be on medium, actually. I don't remember at this point, but the point is, it was tall originally, and I hated it. So, yeah. But I gave them kind of a proper dining situation now. We have a bigger table. There's 8 chairs instead of 4. And it's just a little nice kind of thing. I get this giant planter from Blooming Rooms, I believe. And I don't know. I wanted to put as many plants in here as I possibly could, but I didn't want to like overdo it. So there are some like plants around. It's just not like being overtaken by plants, I guess, on the interior. For the entry area, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I just made kind of another like seating situation, more formal, I guess, because we have the living room where the TV is at. And I don't know, I thought a little situation there would be nice. I got the Grimophone from the Reaper Rewards thing out here because, like, this is a witchy build. They can summon the Grim Reaper. It just kind of makes sense. So, yeah. But since we switched out that little room for the bathroom, I did go ahead and delete all of the bathroom furnishings in this room, and we just turned this into a little kind of, I guess, kids' room. This isn't my favorite room in the house, honestly. I think with all of the kind of lighter vibes on the rest of the house, this room in particular just kind of felt a little out of place to me, but I don't know. I tried to incorporate a little bit of my normal building style, I guess, into the build here, but it's fine. I gave myself an excuse to use that moon mirror from, I believe it's from Werewolves. That sounds right. So, believe it or not, I don't think I actually really use anything from vampires in this pack, but I did implement some stuff from paranormal stuff, werewolves, obviously, lots of Realm of Magic, and yeah, I'm really excited actually for the Life and Death expansion to see like what all other kind of cool occult stuff we get. I think that it'll be a lot more fun building these kind of weird, wacky houses once we have more of that kind of stuff, but I don't know what all is coming with the Life and Death pack in terms of like build and buy stuff, but I can look forward to it. I'm excited. Now, the kitchen. I don't really like the counters that we got with Realm of Magic, but I was dedicated to using as much stuff as I could from this pack. So, we're using the counters, which unfortunately don't have any matching upper cabinets. So, I have to go, I believe I use a base game one that I really, really don't like. But it's fine. This kitchen was originally like kind of big, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with like the middle of it because it was just so huge, and I didn't really want to put an island like the original had. So I end up shrinking the kitchen a little bit because it doesn't really need this much space. But other than that, I don't really change like the shape or size of the house. So this is like, I don't know, kind of, obviously by it being a renovation, I'm not doing like too much to change the build, but I don't know. I really didn't touch this one too much in terms of like the outside. So it's all the furnishings really that I change. I delete basically everything and just go at it. But moving on to the upstairs, I treat the landing area as kind of a little kid's space. I put a dollhouse up here. There's a little seating situation. There isn't much going on up here because it's not like a huge space. I use this new rug from, oh gosh, what is that nursery kit we just got? The Storybook nursery kit. because I don't know why. I've been obsessed with it recently, just these kind of darker, gothier swatches. So I just put that under there, get a few kind of witchy pictures up here. And then I do end up ditching the office in this build because it's not, like, really necessary. But, oh yeah, so I don't know how many of you guys play in this house typically, but something that I noticed is that the stair railing for these stairs and the fence that were around the thing at the top were not the same color. The railing was brown, the fence was black, and I was like, well, what the heck is going on here? So I switched out the fence. It's the same fence, just a different swatch. Now, what I turned the office into is just another bedroom. And I think I like this one a little bit more than the one downstairs. It's still got that kind of darker color scheme. Obviously, I'm going to use a lot of purple in these kind of builds. I use purple in all my builds, really, because that's just my favorite color. But we do get a computer in this room. We also have an easel in here. And I'm sorry that basically everything is in this, like, teens room, basically. So if you have a sim who likes to paint and they're not a teenager, they are probably going to have to go through the teen room. So, sorry about that, but I don't really care. The master bedroom, I finally got to use this canopy bed that I was kind of saving for this room. And I never really know how to use this bed because it's so fancy, and I'm not a huge fan of, like, the covering at the top, really. Like, it is gorgeous, but I also feel like it's very closed in, and I don't really like it. So, yeah. I used this rug from Werewolves that I felt kind of fit the color scheme of that bed, though, because the glass on that bed has, like, some blue tones to it, and this rug has the blue and the red and some of the greens as well, so I was like, okay, well, this is, like, a darker version of, you know, the top of this bed. We're gonna go with it. We're doing a little bit of back and forth as I just kind of fill up the second bathroom, and I don't like to differentiate, really, between, like, the bathrooms too much, really, so it's just kind of the same stuff. As I'm building through this, I do go around and kind of realize that there is some stuff I did not delete. Oh, I'm just realizing I think there's, like, another roll of toilet paper in there that was, like, way too high. I don't know. There might be a second roll of toilet paper in that bathroom that's, like, above the bathtub for whatever reason. I have no clue. But to finish up the interior of the house, I, of course, gave them their witchy space, because how could I not? Realm of Magic. The goal of this project is not only to fix Glimmerbrook, but to make it more magical, because yes, Glimmerbrook is supposed to be the more mundane world of the two that come with Realm of Magic, but, like, why? Why can't we have a little bit more fun? This is supposed to be kind of the world where the witches, like, hide out in, you know, their public space, because they're not going to just stay in the magic realm all the time. There's nothing to do there. So they have their own little magic world. I use Crystal Creations wallpaper. I love that moon wallpaper so much. And finally, I'm going around the house changing out the lighting. I did mean to paint the ceilings before I uploaded it to the gallery, and of course I forgot again. You get one or the other with me. It's either different lights or painted ceilings. So, sorry, I'm trying to be better about that. It slips my mind. I was working on this renovation for like 2 hours. So this one took me a little while because I didn't really know how I was going to go about this originally. But I think it came out really nice. I am once again still messing with the, like, wisteria stuff on the outside and just kind of testing my skills with that, trying to get a little bit better at, you know, the overgrown kind of look. But I don't know. Let me know how I did on that, if you guys think I did good. We're doing some last minute touch-ups on the outside, just adding in some extra stuff. And yeah, I do go around and put some outdoor lighting on, like, every space between the windows. It might be overkill, but it's fine. I think that's everything, though, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the game and show you what I've done. So here's the house. I did make this kind of stone pathway that meets where the lot kind of meets the world, and I don't know. I don't hate it. We have a little open section leading up to the mailbox because I wanted Sims to still be able to access the mailbox. I didn't really touch any of the landscaping other than, like, adding some stuff and kind of moving things where they were not originally. You can kind of see some of that stuff got moved around. I did try to fix some of the landscaping. Oh boy. I messed with the weather a little bit, and it looks like one of the lights got struck. It's not like this on the gallery, I promise. But where that back kind of area was and all the furnishings, I put this little pond here, which has some effects in live mode. We have some fireflies, and there should be some fish popping out at some point. I think you can kind of see them swimming around in there. But let's go into the house, and speaking of mailboxes, like I said, mail person. So coming up here, we had the stairs originally off to the side there where like the trash can and all that extra stuff is at. So I moved them to the front here, and we have our little front porch, got a rocking chair, little planter there that I think is maybe cutting into the roof piece here. I have no clue. But going through the front door, we have our little seating area with that gramophone, and it's just really, really nice in here. I feel like it's really comfy and cozy. And then if we head this way, we have our dining space here, that big planter. And then all the way over here, we have the living room. And I did keep all of the seating kind of cohesive. But we have a TV mounted onto the fireplace there. And then if we come through here, we have a bookshelf here. This is our kitchen. Definitely not my favorite area in the house, but it is a necessity. So there we go. And then if we come through this door over here, this is the bathroom. So not as spacious. And yeah, I really like the color in here. I think that it is nice and vibrant. Really stands out against these kind of darker doors. But then over here, where the bathroom originally was, we have the first bedroom, which, you know what, looking at it from this view, honestly not that bad. So, this is this little kid's room. Oh my god. Okay, the problem with this is that these walls were so tricky to navigate. So you're just gonna find some of these remnants from the last version of this build on the walls here, because I did try to go through and get as much as I could. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's still gonna have that touch of weirdness for you, I guess. But heading upstairs, oh man. We have our landing zone with little seats. I wanted to use these mushroom ones because they felt kind of witchy to me. I really liked them. Then we have our dollhouse here for the kids. Then this is the second bathroom in the house. Looks basically the same as the one downstairs. So, am I right about the toilet paper? Yes, I am. There was a second roll. I really am sorry about some of this. I did try to get rid of as much of it as I could. I just missed a few things. So, it'll be a surprise for you guys if you download it before seeing this video. Let's start over in this room, actually. We have what is essentially a teens room. So, kind of nice in here. Not a lot going on, but we have a couple of activities here. Even put some posters on the wall to give it a little bit of personalization. And then through here is our master bedroom, which honestly, not too bad. It's actually kind of nice in here. And I even gave them a vanity, which I don't typically do. So there is that. And then our last room is not that one. This one. We have our witchy room. So I really like this space. I love the green of the walls. I think all the colors in here are just so nice. This is probably my favorite room in the whole house. And I think having this kind of rusted cauldron in here is really nice as well. So I think out of the entire house, this room is probably my favorite. But that is my Creekside corner renovation. I do apologize for all the little leftover things from the original build, but it's fine. It's just a little touch of wackiness for you guys, I guess. Overall, I think this house turned out really, really cute, though. Okay, just as a heads up, I did go ahead and re-upload this to the gallery with all of that stuff removed. as well as the ceilings painted, so I did go ahead and fix it. And you can download the not weird version on the gallery now. It's called the Creekside Corner Reno, and you can find it under TheSimmingKoalaa with 2 A's at the end. I always have my ID in the description for you guys if you ever want to download anything from me. I hope you all like this renovation, and again, I do apologize for forgetting to delete some stuff, or I guess missing a few things. It was really funny to see when I was doing that to her though, but it is fixed. The gallery does not include the floating toilet paper, I guess that's so high up on the walls. And yeah, it looks kind of normal now, so I hope you guys like it. Please let me know if you guys have any build suggestions or any other places outside of Glimmerbrook that you want me to renovate, because I do plan on doing this with all of Glimmerbrook. But with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials, links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.